Well, it's a beautiful day out here today. It's a little bit, it was a little drizzling rain this morning, but it's not too hot and it's not too cold. The grandkids are here. They're outside jumping on the trampoline, and I'm going to try and go out here and just show you where the garden's at today. Show the plants on the steps. They have to go outside. I have a lot of background noise going on today. We've got weed eating going on, and the neighbors are having some trees cut, so I've got a lot of sound going on today. But I wanted to get out here and just show you some of the garden. Before these blooms got away and before all this stuff came into full bloom, some of the other stuff, I wanted to just get out here and get you some shots of it. To share the beauty of the garden with you today. Oh, I like those red ranunculus. Those are beautiful. The peonies are still in bud. They haven't bloomed out yet. We've had a little dusting, a little shower of rain. A little sprinkling. It's holding on to the trellis, but it's still sticking out over here. I tell you, I'm just having trouble training my clematis. I wanted you to be able to see everything in full bloom. You know, they just bloom for so long and then...
What did you get over there?
More peonies.
Hi, Gammy.
Hi, David. Now this clematis has decided to go ahead and grow up this bed. I cannot wait to share those clematis blooms with you. This is a little money plant my friend gave me years ago. It has the little money seeds on it. I'll show you those when they come out. Here are some daisies. They'll be blooming soon. I picked these impatiens up in the red and white. There's 6 little packets of impatiens there. I'm going to add those into the flower, hanging flower baskets, and I'm going to add them into some of the garden if I have enough of them. Here are the bleeding hearts. They're still blooming.
I'm up here. You're up here.
Madeline, is the cow dancing? Yes, dancing.
They are mowing us.
Say good morning. Good morning. That elderberry, it's come out in full bloom. Still love it. Still love the color of that elderberry. I think it's beautiful. Look at all those little passion flower plants coming up. They'll be able to grow up this trellis here. There's the hanging baskets that we potted the other day. And here are the foxgloves coming up. It takes 2 years for foxgloves to bloom. I planted those last year from seed, and this year we've got some blooms. I love them. I love the cream color of them. The echinacea's coming up good. More foxglove. The roses are starting to bloom. The knockout roses are blooming. We moved these last year from the side of the house out here in the yard so that this would have more room to sprawl out and to bloom. Now this rose bush, it gets full sun here and it's bloomed. It's one of the climbers that I've had for a long time. Donald's got it propped up with a push broom until we decide how we're going to trellis this thing up. But it's blooming this year. It looks really pretty with the color of the house. Look at the comfrey. It's blooming and everything. It's really liking it here in this herb bed. I wanted to show you something that I really enjoy. You see how this Virginia creeper is growing up this bird bath? It did that naturally. And that's one of the things I enjoy in the garden. I love to see things go where they want to go. Just that little Virginia creeper climbing up that bird bath, it just thrills me. That's one of the things I just love about the garden, is seeing things do what they want to do. Over here is another example of that, the Virginia creeper growing up this wheel ornament that we have out here in the garden. Now the Virginia creeper is beautiful, I think. I'm surprised at how many people get that confused with poison ivy or poison sumac. It doesn't look like poison sumac to me at all. It has 5 leaves. And it is beautiful in the fall. It turns an orange color. And to me, it's just so beautiful. But I love its little natural habit that it's got here. It's not invasive, but it can be very prolific in the garden. But I love vines, and I have a lot of vines, and I just wanted to share how pretty I thought that was. This is the cabinet where we keep Madeline's favorite toys. Madeline loves toys that have long arms and legs. And so this is her collection. She likes to come to this closet and pick out the animals that she likes, the toys that she likes that have the long arms and legs. Well, I'm out here working in the garden today, and I come out here to throw some things in the compost bin, and this is what I saw. I saw these pumpkin seeds where I had thrown some pumpkins to compost in the compost bin. Evidently the seeds here on top are getting some sun and some light. So I'm just going to dig these up out of the compost bin here. And I'm going to transplant them into some little containers. And have some starts. Since these pumpkins have already sprouted out here, I'm not going to waste them. I'm just going to go ahead and get them out and replant them. Not all of them, but a few of them. And if I can't use them, maybe some of my friends can. There's a lot more, but I think that'll be enough to get me started there. Of course, I don't have this room to plant that many big pumpkins, but maybe some of my friends will be able to. See the good root systems on them. Well, here they are. David's helping me today. We're just going to go ahead and get them in some cups.
There we go. They need to grow.
Yeah, they need to grow.
But they are dead.
No, they're not dead.
You make them dead.
No, they'll be fine.
I want to grow them up.
Mm-hmm.
They are actually dead now.
No, they're not dead. We're going to plant them. See, they have roots on them.
Yep.
We're putting the roots in dirt.
And to make them grow.
That's right.
Into flowers.
Into pumpkins. These are pumpkin seeds Grammy got out of the compost pile.
Yep. And I need to plant the clay bottle. It's so cool. It sprays monsters and water and some plants. I'm the coolest. I am the coolest with Ellie.
I'm going to mark these seedlings that I got up out of the compost bin, so I'll remember which ones they are. David's going to water these for us.
I need to put some water in.
I did harvest some pumpkin seeds from our pumpkins. I didn't plant very many. I planted a few, but I didn't plant very many because, you know, I don't have room to grow them. Grow just a few because the pumpkin plant is a really big plant. But since I went to the compost bin and I saw these growing there, I couldn't resist trying to save these plants and maybe passing them on to somebody else. If I can't find a place to grow them, maybe somebody else can. So we got them potted up and got them in individual little cups. And they'll probably make it. Pumpkins are pretty resilient.
And some food.
Yes. David is very excited about growing food.
That one's already grown.
Yeah.
But that one's not. That one's
Here's the basil that we pricked apart or that we separated.
And that one's fine.
This is its second day. I was outside yesterday in the garden and I harvested some of this mint. I pulled it up. It was growing in a place that I didn't want it to grow. And so I just put it in this baggie, this Ziploc baggie with a little bit of water.
Get me to buy put some.
And today I'm going to plant it in these cups. So I'm just going to take the stems and cut off some roots.
So I'm just putting, and I got some roots.
And I'm going to harvest this end that has the herbs on it. I'm just going to take these in and dry them and use them for tea.
So I'm making some water to make some
Now each one of these plants had a little bit of root on them. And since mint spreads by roots,
some boners.
I thought I would just go ahead and save some. So I'm going to put one of these root stems with roots in it, in each one of these cups that I have labeled mint. And what I'm going to do with this is just cover them with soil and keep them moistened. And these roots will sprout plants. And it'll make new plants that I can transfer to another place or give to somebody else that's looking for some mint.
I'm making some potion.
Okay. Now we'll just set these somewhere out of direct sun and give them time to recuperate and to grow. And there we'll have 5 new mint plants. In the greenhouse, stuff is still just growing like crazy. Not everything's come up yet, but a lot of things have. There's also trays of seedlings sitting around. Well, I have to wind it up today. It's raining outside, so we didn't get to spend as much time as I wanted to spend with you and show you the gardens. But there's always another day, and there'll be more blooming and more to share with you. So until next time.